Hello all and welcome to another Kevin Entertainment video. It's Art here with the book review for Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, the second book in the Stormlight Archive series. This one was another big chunky book. All these books, except for Edge Dancer and the other one, are big chunky books because they're just over 1,000 pages and they're chunky. You could use them as a doorstop, or you could read them to their highest glory. I will say this. I was expecting a little bit more out of book 2. I was expecting it to come running out of the gate because The Way of Kings, the first book in the Stormlight Archive series, set the foundation for the Stormlight Archive series. It set the world, set Shalon and, what is his name? Oh, my brain just went numb. My brain just went stupid for a minute. Shalon being the female, and, Caladan. They are your two main protagonists, Shalon from the female side and the Light Eye side, and Caladan from the Dark Eye side and the Grunt side, the soldier side, as war keeps on brewing. This reminded me a lot of the Brian Jakes Redwall series, though, in that it was a slow mover. Now, the Redwall series is, of course, Battle, Feast, Battle, Feast, Battle, Feast, Feast, Battle, Battle, Feast, in a short nutshell. But, and this one doesn't have very many battles. It does have things that propel it along. It does have things that tell the story, but it is a slow mover, and I'm wondering if that might be because Sanderson wants to tell a complete story, or because Sanderson can't tell a short story to save his life, or the third possibility being that he's a bit long-winded and doesn't know how to truly edit himself down. I'm not saying the book isn't good. That's not what I'm saying. The book is good. It's an excellent follow-up to The Way of Kings. I'm saying it just moves at a snail's pace at times, and that is what does it for me. That is what slows it down. I loved every battle sequence. I loved the character building. Brandon Sanderson certainly has a way of building the characters. Yes, I'm going to continue on with the Stormlight Archive series, basically because I have to, because I'm working on a project. Anyway, but I would, even if I wasn't working on that project. Of course, that project being reviewing all of the Stormlight Archive series, not only for this channel, but for something else too, which I will probably go into that at a later time in a later video once I feel more comfortable about announcing that. But it is a good book. It is a book that once it has its scenes where action happens and things happen, it moves along quite nicely. But when nothing is happening, or you're waiting for something to happen, he's trying to build up that anticipation for something happening, then it moves on at a snail's pace. It crawls along very, very, very slowly and very, very, very negatively as well. It crawls along to nobody's business. It's not that it's not good. I'm not saying that. It's good. It's as good as the Wheel of Time series. It's not a little bit better because it knows where it's going. It's as good as the any other fantasy series, like the Night Angel series or the Lightbringer series by Brent Weeks, but both by Brent Weeks. But it's just a little bit slow. It's a little bit nonchalant in that nature, and it's a little bit. It could do with a little bit more editing and a little bit of more pace picking up. I do, like I said, I think the character building is there. I think when the action is there, it's on point and the book rolls. I think we really see Shallan and Kaladin come into their own with the other major bit players forming in around them, and you know it's a living, breathing world on and off the page that you read. I do like that a lot as well. I have a lot of things I like about this book. It's just, it didn't need to be as damn long as it was. It could have gotten from point A, beginning of the book, point Z, the end of the book, at a much more clipped pace. Now, yes, I know what the argument's going to be. He's setting up book 2.5, book 3, book 3.5, book 4, and book 5 before he takes a break in the series. I get that. You're not going to get any argument here from me for that. I understand that. I'm saying if you're going to write this big of a book and keep my attention, it has to keep my attention, and I think it has to keep most readers' attention throughout the book. You cannot have book 2 slow down as much as book 1, in my opinion, and have it be a 5-star read. I'm not saying it's not a good read. It is a very good read, no pun intended. It is a very good read. It is a very necessary read, and it was a very enjoyable read. Not saying anything bad about the book. I'm just saying if I had to nitpick it and I had to warn somebody that was going into book 2 fresh, didn't know what was, only had read book 1, I would tell them, like, don't expect it to be a roller coaster ride. Expect it to slowly build anticipation and build to action points, and then let off the gas once those action points happen. That's my point. That's why, for me, it's a read it, own it, like it on my scale, and it's a 4 out of 5, still very, very, very good on the GoodReads scale, just not a 5 out of 5. A 5 out of 5 for me in a fantasy would have the character building that this book has, it would have the plot and the action scenes that this book has, but it wouldn't have the filler, and a lot of the slow parts to me felt like and feel like filler. I know the interludes are leading somewhere, so I'm not mentioning those. I get that. I get that those are leading us somewhere. I understand that completely. I'm saying that a lot of the backstory, a lot of the slowing, a lot of what's going on, I understand. Hopefully, here's my hope anyway. I have not read any more of the series other than I have not finished any more than what I've finished in The Way of Kings and the Words of Radiance. But here's my hope for the series, is that he's building these tangential points. The spider web he's building will come to a central point at the end of, I would say, book 5, since book 5 is the end of the first arc of the Stormlight Archive series. And we know he's going to get back to the arc number 2 at some point in the not too terribly distant future. He said about 2 to 3 year break. But that is my hope. I don't know if it's going to happen yet. Don't spoil it if you've read it, because we're going to go through it on this channel. The next book up in this series for me is book 2.5, Edge Dancer. It's only a 305-page book, so it should be an easy, nice read for me. Then we have Oathbringer, another mammoth chunker of a book. So there you go with that. But leave in the comments down below and try to be as spoiler-free as possible your thoughts on the Words of Radiance, Book 2 in the Stormlight Archive series. Leave that in the comments down below. Try to be spoiler-free as possible for those who have not read it. But until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading, even the big chunky books. I'll see you again soon. And peace.